What's happening, folks? Baz here from the Shattergang, and this time around we are doing Spider-Man pre-release. That is right, we're going to be cracking open this bad boy and building out a pre-release deck. So the reason we're doing this is on the stream this week we are going 1v1 for the very first time on the stream, and Spider-Man being one of my favourite superheroes, I've decided to impose this on the gang. So we're each going to be building pre-release decks ahead of the stream. And I thought it'd be fun to do like pre-release event conditions. I'm going to put 45 minutes on the clock in a little second. I'm going to crack this bad boy, and hopefully we can open some super cool cards. Enjoy having a little moment for Spider-Man. As I mentioned, one of my favorite superheroes. So even though it's widely accepted now that it's not a super powerful set, I'm still excited for it. So I want to get into this. So we're building up a 40 card pre-release deck right now. I won't make it a 45-minute video. Don't worry. We'll zoom to the kind of important stuff. But we'll take a little minute to open it up, build out what we need to build out, and we'll take it from there. I think that'll be fun. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so let's get this bad boy cracked open. So if you've not been to a pre-release before, it's an event that happens when a new set comes out, and participants all sit down and get one of these pre-release kits, of which they get to get the kind of the first taste of any of the cards before like standard solved and all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited to do it. I don't often get to do pre-release. Oh, we got our little sexy spin down, black and red. Feeling that Miles Morales, although it's kind of it's like a really dark blue black. That's cool, like that. And then everyone takes it in turns to, well, no, everyone builds a deck from their card pool. Their card pool being a pre-release promo and 6 booster packs, and you can use as much or as little of the packs as you like, but you know, you really do want to aim for 40 cards just because it'll make your life a lot easier. So we will open our promo right now, actually, because that might determine early what we were building. So let's open the promo and see if it's a Soulstone. It is J. Jonah Jameson, so the mono red legend that suspects whenever a creature you control attacks, or with menace specific attacks, create a treasure token. Okay, cool. So not a super powerful card, but you know, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Right, let's get cracked into these boosters. I'm not gonna go through the boosters slowly. We're gonna like just get our pool out and try and be a little bit efficient with our time, because I didn't set the timer. Right, timer go. So we have a couple of interesting things. So some removal there. So what I like to do is separate out the cards first and see what multicolor cards we have, what artifacts we have. So we got a Scarlet Spider, Ben Riley over here. So we're going to do multicolor over this side. We'll do Wooberg. So you'll be over here, Jonah. Thanks for playing. So we've got white, blue, black, red, and hello, Miles Morales, green. And then we'll get just so we can get a feel for what our kind of our pool looks like, because if you have a couple of colors that you have a lot of cards in, more often than not, you're probably going to be in those colors as like your main. So it's just good. I'm a visual thinker, so I need to kind of zoom out, let it see it all, and then kind of work from there. So also separate any like the dual lands. So blue black land for fixing there already. Token's not so important right now. A vibrant cityscape there. Tutor for a basic, so actually not terrible right now. But let's get all the cards out, and we can kind of we'll go through them as quickly as we can, because as we know, the clock has started. So we've also got a Peter Parker camera, Shout out to the prof, you got to spoiler that. Quite happy to open one of those. I think that's going to be a pretty good card in Commander. So let's get into our next pack. Okay. Oh, so a dual card, Pumpkin Bombardment, rather. Interesting that it's a hybrid mana cost, so even if we end up in red or black, we're still okay because it only requires 1 red or black to cast. So, and that's important to remember for Mayhem cards as well. There's a couple of Mayhem cards that have a monocolor alternative casting cost rather than a dual color. Sable. Okay, so a little bit of modified coming out early here. Rhino. Okay, that's the second Gruul legend. Oh, the Spot Living Portal. So, what the heck does that do? Oh, it's a creature. There you go. So 4/4 in Orzhov. Exile 1 target permanent. Okay, that's not terrible. Not terrible. Thwip. Some more duels and a token. Okay, so pack's looking like set's looking okay so far. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. A little bit of counter, like blue-white counters over here, but then we've seen like some interesting green and red legends. Kapow! More hybrids, so that can be green or red again. So we'll put it over next to our duels for the moment. Spider-Man Web Slinger. Angry Rabble. That's what the internet is these days. Am I right? Okay, another hybrid. Oh no, you're well. We'll do artifact, but it is technically going to be black because I need black to activate it. Molten Man Inferno Carnate. 1/1 for each mountain you control that leaves the battlefield. Sacrifice a land. You get to okay. Spider-Man Noir. Okay, so there is a bit of like white, blue, black counters kind of coming out here. Arcane Psionic Weaver. Arcane. Oh god, I should know that. I'm a Spider-Man fan. I should know better. Okay. Creature type reducer. Okay. And then a basic and a token. Okay. So nothing unreal so far, but we'll keep going. Keep going. 5 minutes in. Loads of time. Always try and be crazy for people. You know, like tidy up after yourself as you go. I dropped my card sleeves. Another Angry Rabble. Web up. Okay, so some more blue cards. That's interesting. Counterplay, Mechanical Mobster. Eggs up to 1 card at the graveyard. Target creature control connives. So another. That's more counters. Treasure about a ramp. Venom, Evil Unleashed. More counters. Oh, I don't want to call it early, but we might be in the counters deck. Counters connive. That could be okay. Gwen. Discard a card if you do draw a card. Oh, that's decent. Clay Pigeon. Spider Suit. Vulture, blue-black. Other villains you control gain flying, so that's good evasion. Oh, another Spot the Living Portal. More Swarm. More Fixin'. Okay. So I do think we're seeing a theme here. We're probably in at least Orzhov. Shout out to Chrono. But we'll see what way we go. Because I'm not sure. We're gonna have to go through these legends and see if there's any bombs that have zipped past. So I'll take a little bit of time to go through it in a moment. Okay, another Pumpkin Bombardment. Counterspell. Oh, don't tempt me with a good time. Okay. Morbius. Web Warriors. Counters. Prison Break. So a bit of Lady Octopus. I believe that's causing a Stern Commander already. More pumpkin Bombardment. So actually not terrible removal. Okay, last pack. So unless there's something absolutely crazy in some of these piles. Spider Rex. More. shock, so a little bit of removal, so more fixing. So we've got a couple. We do have quite good fixing here. So if we need to splash, I feel a little bit more confident. Spider UK, Rhino Rampage, Spider Girl. We're getting lots of spider people, which is satisfying. But green white, great power. What's that attached to it? Dealt to you as instead dealt to the creature. It's decent. Iron Spider. Yeah, I'm feeling. I think I might be feeling counters. Okay, so that's everything. And then so that's the last token, and then some. Okay, so all in all, not terrible packs. I must admit. Like I've not. I'm seeing a couple of lines. I think counters is maybe where we're gonna go. But I'm gonna investigate or interrogate our legends first. So flying leaves the battlefield. 1/1. So a really good target for web slinging. Return it to hand, cast it again. But we'll see it. I'm not convinced about web slinging in what I've seen so far, or what I've noticed, I should say. Fight spell, maybe. So a better ramp. That's okay. Goblin bombardment. So let's get all these to pumpkin. But I keep saying goblin bombardment. Shout at me in the comments. Just when I have a name stuck in my head, it just kind of sticks. So as an additional cost, I can discard it or pay 2. So for 3 mana, deals 3 damage. I mean, those might not be terrible. So we'll see. We'll see. Web Warriors. When this creature enters, put 1/1 counters on each other creature. Oh, so that's good, because if we're thinking about white, blue, black counters, even though this is a green white card, I can still cast it off of white mana. So that's relevant. With the fixing, we could splash. We could put a random. We could go wild and put a random forest in. Who knows? Morbius, flying, vigilance, lifelink. Oh, that's a bomb. Just with those like evasion stats and lifelink. Exile from your graveyard. Look at top 3 cards. So I mean that's a high. Morbius is a high consideration for, from what I'm seeing so far. So we have Spot. I'm gonna take it the classic text box. I actually didn't immediately like. I love the comic book treatment, but I'm struggling to read it if I must admit. So when it enters, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent, and up to 1 from a graveyard. Okay, so 2 places, and then when it dies, put him on the bottom of the library, and return the other cards to the owner's hands. So it could be your own cards, which that's interesting. I don't think. Well, we're in white and black, probably. I think we are in white and black, probably. So we're gonna maybe one of them. I don't know if we would do both. Vulture, flying, 4/6. Other villains you control gain flying. Human scientist villain. Okay, that's relevant. So yeah. This creature, as long as it is modified, has flying. So that's D spider manifestation. And right, okay, let's have a good look at these grow legends, because I've kind of convinced myself I'm over here. But I'm an Esper mage at heart. So if I see a good black, blue, and white pile, then I'm kind of gravitating towards it. So I want to make sure we're doing it. Vigilance, trample, haste for, what's that, 7 mana? If you cast a spell, draw a card. Okay, so it's a big finisher bomb, but I don't know if we're in big spells. We'll need to go through quickly and just double check. Web slinging, +1/+1 counters, and the web slinging is red and green, so not even in one of the colors we're considering. I don't think we're right now there. So before we completely disregard it, let's go through the green spells and see what we've got. So Spider Rex, Daring Dino, 6/6 trample, reach, ward 2. Okay, so it's just a better Colossal Dreadmaw. Sorry, pal. Guy in the chair, love that. That would probably be me in a superhero movie. Like, I would be the person helping in the back, doing all the comms. Counters. So if we were splashing green, then that's a maybe. Craven's Cats, bit of ramp. Kapow! 1/1 counter, it fights. Web crawl. Okay. Okay, admittedly, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it in green, so I'm gonna early disregard green. I don't think that's where we want to be. Shock, classic, always worth considering. Islanders, Gwen's good. Angry Rabble, what do you actually do? Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, deals 1 damage to each opponent. For 5 and a red, 2 1/1 counters on this creature, or sorcery only. Molten Man. Romantic Rendezvous is probably one of my favorite card arts from the set. I think this is super cute. Love it. And I love a draw discard, or discard draw in this case. Okay. So yeah, I think we're not in green red. Anything here? So Iron Spider's probably worth. Oh, look at that nice curvature. Oh my god. Fixing spider suit. Equip. I mean, maybe if we need it. Mechanical Mobster seems decent. Because Exile Graveyard, I'm not entirely sure how relevant that's going to be in this set. 2 mana draw, mill 4, creature among them into your hand. Maybe Steel Wrecking Ball. We're not in red, so I think we're going to discount that. And Peter Parker's Camera. 3 film counters, remove a film counter from it, copy targeted activators, trigger ability. You may choose new targets for the copy. So that's a powerful effect. So I think we'll early say yes to Spider-Man, because I do think we're in counters, and I think that's just where we're gonna go. So bit of fixing, counters, probably that, probably not this. Okay, so let's look out the relevant legends. So we do want Morbius. For now, let's do the Spot-Living Portals. We'll do both of them for the now. The Web Warriors. So let's put them in the yes / maybe pile here. Okay. So what I haven't seen yet, other than, I don't know if Morbius is technically a bomb. I think it's getting close to it. I think Iron Spider is probably. Oh, so each. Oh wait, I've misread that. Put 1/1 counter on each artifact, creature, and/or vehicle you control. So right now it can put it on himself and this mechanical mobster. So actually, that's maybe a no. I've misread that. Okay, so let's see if we can find a bomb quickly. So we've got Venom. Big Venom fan, so I'd be sad to not use Venom of some sort. So Agent Venom, Flash Minachi. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, draw a card and lose 1. Okay, that's decent. Spider Noir. You control attacks alone, 1/1 counter on it, then Surveil X, where X is the number of counters on it. That is decent. 5 for a 4/4 is alright. 5 mana for a 4/5, Death Toucher. I mean, that we take that. And then it's got counters on it too. Merciless Enforcers, Lifelink. And it's got a mana sink in it to do 1 damage to each opponent. I think that might be relevant in like a stalemate, because quite often in limited, the board can get quite clogged up. So that could be a good opportunity. A Mayhem card, maybe. Venom's Hunger, 5 mana, destroy target creature, you gain 2, and it's got an alternative. Oh, sorry, the spell costs 2 less if I control a villain, so we have to check our villain count. But removal, very important and limited. So often someone with a flyer can end up just winning Flash Flying Mayhem. So again, flyer, I do rate and weigh towards flyers quite heavily. What's this? All creatures you get -2/-2 until end of turn. If the spell was Mayhem's cost was paid, creatures your opponents control get -2/-2. So Mayhem is, you may cast this card from your graveyard for the Mayhem cost. And if you discarded it this turn, timing rules still apply. Okay, so I could discard it at any point during the turn, but I could cast this sorcery from my graveyard at any time for the Mayhem cost. Interesting. So I don't know. Well, if we're going to do Connive, that would give us an opportunity to discard. So I'm not going to disregard it. And if we're talking about counters, -2/-2 might be fine. Because our stuff might be bigger because of the counters we're putting on it. The spots portal, instant speed removal, put a target creature on the bottom of its owner's library. You lose 2 life unless you control a villain. That is very good. So that gets around indestructible. Very good. And bottom of the library probably means not seeing the card again. Another swarm. Discard. So there's a discard outlet for any mayhem stuff that we might want. And then that's instant speed removal. -3, -3. Okay, so they were okay. They were okay. Right, let's quickly do blue, because we don't have a lot of them. So if we are in blue, we need to make sure it's for a good reason. Flying Vigilance. Whenever this creature attacks, mill a card. I don't know if milling's going to hurt us here, so let's see if we get any support. Yeah, Lady Octopus, whenever you draw your first or second card each turn, put an Ingenuity counter. You may cast an artifact spell from your hand mana available list. Okay. Okay, so if we have artifacts, that might be beneficial. Look at that. Pack Fresh Warping. Great job. Whoosh. Okay, it's a bounce spell. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. And if it was kicked, draw a card. So, blink of an eye. What's up? So, not to be overlooked. A bit of tempo, always good. Tempo control. Counterspell. Chose Beetle. Flying 3/3. Put 1 counter on target creature. If I exile this card from the graveyard. Okay, cool. Doc Ox Henchman. Whenever this creature attacks, it connives. That's cool. So that's the draw discard. And put a +1/+1 counter on it if you discard non-land. Spider No More. Okay, removal. And then Mana Sink removal with Oscorp. Okay, so not terrible, not terrible. I'm kind of underwhelmed, I'm not gonna lie, a bit sad, but that's okay. We can be just in Orzhov. We don't have to go 3 color. Flash Thompson, tap on tap. 2 mana. I like that Flash has flash. That was a solid win. Another bit of pack fresh bending. With great power, target creature +2 for each aura and equipment attached to it. All damage. So probably not, because we're not really doing that whole aura equipment stuff. Instead, if 2 or more creatures enter the battlefield under your control, draw a card and gain 2 life. I mean, maybe 4 mana for a 3/4 seems fine. Gains flying until end of turn. 5 mana 3/4 with flying. I mean, not terrible. Clay Pigeon, 1 mana flying, and it creates we probably play that without too much thinking about it. It's good 1 mana turn 1 play if we can do it. Enchantment enters, exile, and opponent control. So there's a bit of web up removal. So enchantment based removal. Was that an O-ring? Love an O-ring. Okay, as it enters, look at an opponent's hand, then choose a card other than a card type other than creature. So that would have to be artifact, enchantment, blah blah blah. Spells of the chosen type cost 1 more. So a bit of taxing. So maybe, I don't know if that's fast enough. Sudden Strike. Is that a reprint? Destroy target attacking or blocking creature. Very good removal. Probably good enough to be in splash white for that. 3 mana, 3/3. That potentially comes out for 1. Thwip. A bit of evasion. Potentially Sable. Enters, put 1/1 counter on another target creature. And whenever it attacks, target modified creature you control gains the lifelink until end of turn. Okay, so seems good. Bugle Reporters, 1/1 on each of up to 2 target creatures. Return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from the graveyard to hand. Potentially. Costume Closet. Comes in with 2 +1s. Move a +1 target creature you control. Whenever a modified creature leaves the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on this artifact. Okay, so it's like not an Ozolith, but kind of. Ozolith at home, if you will. Spectacular Tactics, 1/1 counter on target creature against hexproof. Destroy. Okay, so that's some decent removal / protection in white, so that is worth considering. And 5 mana 3/4 with flying. Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. After going through that, I'm not seeing the immediate answers here. So I'm gonna check the reds again, because red black. Do we have enough mayhem support? 1, No, okay. So I think we're gonna lean into our crutch, and we're gonna. But I think we're definitely gonna do a white, blue, black to some extent. So what's the breakdown again? I need to do. So it's 17 lands, so that leaves us with 23, question mark. Yes. And then of which we probably want 15 to 18 of those as creatures. So let's start with finding 15 creatures. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, maybe that might matter. I might matter. So what's that? 5 creatures? What do we have in black? We had some pretty good creatures in black, if I remember right. So we had Agent Venom, Spider Noir, more Venom. I think the swarms are actually low-key going to be half these, even if I can't cast them for their mayhem costs. 3 mana flash flyers, I think, might end up being quite relevant. But there's a discard outlet to allow for some of these mayhem. Okay, so quick count. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're looking for at least 3 other creatures. Any in blue that we really want. 4 mana, 3/3 flyer. Sorry, I do weigh them more than I probably should. Someone's probably been really angry with me in the comment section as well, but that's okay. I don't think we want to do mill. I don't think we support it enough. I don't think we're doing artifacts enough to, unfortunately, care about that. Although 1 mana, you cast an artifact spell from your hand. So, I mean, no, I don't think that's where we're at. Augment Henchman. Okay. 7 mana, draw 2. I mean, it's limited. It might matter. Okay, and then what did we have? I think we have Mechanical Mobster. And then, do we want Iron Spider? I think maybe. Forgotten I have this. Where's this pile of creatures? So let's go. I think what was this? 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15. I think we'll play one of these. Do we want Mechanical Mobster? Do we want any of these? Do we want any of these? Oopsie doopsie. War 2, 2, 2. Flying as long as it's modified. Now, I don't know how easy that'll be to modify. Double check. It connives. I think that's good. That has flying. Right, I think that's maybe us for our creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. I think we'll maybe need to skim that a little. So I don't think we're on Iron Spider. I don't think... Actually, Spider Bot gets as a basic, so we're going to do that. So we'll definitely have to drop some creatures. Okay. So we are in Esper. And then we definitely want this removal. So now we're looking for removal or spells that really matter. I don't think any of those do. That is also removal. That is removal. Counter spell, is that where we want to be? Tap 2. I think we'll put it in. I think that's meant for counter spell, just a crutch, right? Sudden Strike is also where we want to be. Counters probably, because that would get some counters on the ones that we want. Let's maybe that. Okay. Costume closet. I think we include costume closet. And then we do need to decide whether we want these pumpkin bombardments. We'll do at least one. And then we'll see if we have space for it. Okay. So let's get these black spells. Removal, removal, wipe, removal. Return card, creature card from the graveyard on the battlefield with an additional 1/1 on it. Maybe. Okay, so I think we've kind of, I think I'm feeling okay with what we're seeing. So fixing, definitely. Let's see what the card looks like. So let's get our City Pigeon, which I think is our only 1-drop that we're choosing. So that's interesting. So we have to be mindful of our curve as well, because I got a lot of 3s here. Any more 2s? Oh, that's a sad curve if there's no other 2s. So we might need to consider the one of the, yes, let's actually not think about it. Let's just do it. Let's make sure we have a good 2-drop. So the Sky Spider. So that's 3 2-drops at the moment. And then what do we have here? So we're looking for 3s. There are attacks, connives, Morbius is obviously 4, so we're not going to bother with that right now. Vultures all the way over there. 6, 3, 4, 6. Yep. 4 swarms. Venom's a 5. Oh. Spot's a 5 as well. Oh, look at that. That curve is not the best. It's not the best. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Right. Too many creatures. So I think we need to be realistic. We're not casting all these 5-drops. So what are we losing? Whenever a creature control attacks, a lone 1/1 counter on it, then surveil. So I think card selection might be important here. Enters, exile up to 2 target 1 target non-land permanent and up to 1 target non-land permanent from a graveyard. Yeah, I think we play both of them. It's probably a mistake, but we're gonna do it anyway. So we'll get 2 here. So enters 1/1 counter on each creature. So am I going white? Do these all live? I don't know. Venom. 4/5 with Death Touch. We have to play the Death Touch. Right. Are we greedy? Do we play all these 5-drops? Oh my god. So let's remove a spot then. I've talked myself out of it, chat. And then Vulture attacks. Villains you control gain flying until end of turn. You're a hero. You're a hero. Villain. Okay, so I'll need to be mindful of that. Villain. Morbius a villain? Yeah, I thought that. Silver Sable's a hero. If you believe it. Controversial. And then where else do we have? We have, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let's cut at least 2 more creatures right now. So web slinging. I think Spidey. I don't think you're it, mate. If I could consistently cast you for 1, then I think I'd be okay with it. And Agent Venom dies, draw a card. I've got lifelink in the deck to offset. Do we need 2 swarms? Flash flying. Yeah. How often am I holding up mana? Sable +1 on target creature. Target modified creature gains lifelink. Yeah, we keep that. Inner Demon discard. Yeah, I think we keep that because it will enable some of our mayhem cards. And at the end of the day, if I need to. It could be a finisher. I could just, if I have loads of cards with nothing to do, I could just discard them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, can I remove one more card? It has to be one of these 5 drops, right? I'm just going to put one more counter on each other creature you control. So it's one time. You know what? I don't know if it's the right call, but that is it. I don't know if I'm going wide enough to make that better than this. So what's that? 16, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Right. We'll do 16 creatures for the moment. So what, we've got 4 math. So we've got 7 spell slots. Removal. 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 2, 4, 5. Removal? 6. And space for one more. Do we want a board wipe? Do we care about board wipe? Our stuff's quite chunky, actually. But others might be too. So I don't know if we're at the board wipe. I think that's maybe a mistake. So that's exile, stupefy, or pacify rather, destroy, minus. Okay. Do we want a bounce? I think a bounce seems good because that means we could bounce our own stuff if someone hits us with one of these auras or whatnot, right? So I think, unless I'm going to be pumpkin bombardment. I said it right this time. I just don't know if that's it. I don't know if that's where we're at. I don't know if we want to be discarding cards, but that could be the enabler. I don't think we're in it enough. So I think we're gonna go with that. So what, 17 lands, and then we have 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. There we go. We got a deck. So we're also going to use the vibrant cityscapes, the sinister hideout, probably maybe both of the university campus, because it gives us a good spread of our colors. So I think we're in a good place with all that. What do you think? Have I missed something blatantly obvious? Would love to know. Would love to know how y'all would maybe build that. But that will be my pre-release deck. I'll post a picture and I'll share the link in the description. So wish me luck and tune in on Thursday for our stream. It was 7 p.m. British Summer Time, 2 p.m. Eastern. Go web, go. All right, folks. See ya.